Hi, this is my testimony about the ceremony I did with the golden mushrooms in company with Michelle. I feel so grateful about it. Um, First, before we started, Michelle um, gave us an introduction about the emotions and how we handle them. I had opportunity to speak with my mother, which were in the ceremony as well, about how I felt regarding her, regarding myself, and it was beautiful because before the ceremony we started to healing, my mother and I, in company with Michelle and my other brothers and sisters that were there, and it was beautiful. At the at the beginning of the ceremony, when we were all in the circle, um, I felt a little bit frustrated as well because I thought that this would be another ceremony where I could work part of myself, but not the whole. I saw a snake inside me, a black snake, telling me that she will never go and that um, I will be frustrated the rest of my life about myself. In that moment, Michelle came with me and helped me to see that that was a mistake. Um, how do I say it? She made me feel powerful. She made me to rise up, to scream that frustration, that rage, and made me see that I was more than I thought I was. After that moment, I felt so powerful, so big, and the other persons in the ceremony saw that too. So it was beautiful because it was a well handled process to overcome my frustration about myself. And after that point, I felt lovely. I felt full of love. I felt full of energy. And I felt sensible to the energies around myself at the point that when the other persons were working about themselves, I felt confident about what to do. The altar, the stuffs that were in that place, in the sacred place, became tools that I had the ability to use. The smoke of the tobacco, the light of the fire were so useful because I became a man who was able to help other persons in their process. And I set my intentions on healing or helping to heal the other process of the persons that were there, including my mother. And Michelle saw it. She saw it, and in it was like a, actually a telepathic conversation where not so much words were used to describe what was happening, but I felt that she knew exactly what was happening in my mind. And yeah, as the night were passing by, um, and all the persons were healing, a second round of my process came by, after I helped Michelle in some other work internal workings on partners, I start to feel tired. I start to feel empty inside myself. So I tried to lay down for a minute, and then Michelle came back again, and I told her that I felt empty. I didn't felt anything. She made me realize that, in fact, I was still having a sense of anger, but also sadness about my childhood. And it was a beautiful but hard process where I felt powerful emotions. I cried a lot. From the cry, I started to scream again. And for the scream, I had the sense that it was time to get rid of all that emotions that were um, living inside myself for so much time. So I knew exactly what to do, and it was like an energetic surgery where I swear I just remember the feeling and the textures of that stuff that were in my belly. It was like an energetic field that were stuck for so many years in my belly, and I started to do the surgery on myself, the energetic surgery. Michelle asked me if I wanted to have help because that was one of the learnings of the night, to learn how to ask for help, that I'm not alone. And yeah, of course, I told her that I want everyone to help. So everyone in the room came and started to help me out to get rid of that stuff. And it was a hard process where I believe I healed a great part of it. And I don't know how to describe the the good work, the perfect work I did thanks to Michelle that night. Even if in the tone of my voice is different than before, even the way I um, talk with other persons is different. After that night, I had a sense of confidence, a sense that everything's gonna be okay. That stills with me. And one of the most important things of that night is that not just me were healing and realized the power uh, within me. Also, my mother that were there, and a really important reconciliation and a very important love language with my mother were made that night. And I now see my mother not just as a mother, but as a goddess, a powerful woman, and a really lovely friend. So yeah, I have so many things to thank Michelle for that night, because now I'm still feeling, and I sense that that feeling is not going anywhere. That feeling of self-confidence, and that everything's gonna be okay. And thank you very much for that.